Good morning, everybody. What's up, everybody? So I saw this quote. Has anybody ever read the book Start With Why? You all have Simon Sinek. It's a good TED Talk as well. But this was I had to change one word in here because he unfortunately had a moment of weakness and used the word great. But says you don't hire for skills, you hire for attitude. You can always teach skills. Exceptional companies don't hire skilled people and motivate them. They hire already motivated people and inspire them. People are either motivated or they are not, unless you give motivated people something to believe in, something bigger than their job to work toward. They'll motivate themselves to find a new job, and you'll be stuck with whoever's left. So, anyway, it just reminded me of where we are, and Village is not a place for whoever's left. We're a place for big things come to collaborate and grow. So I'll just challenge you to think today, who are you going to collaborate with today, and how are you planning to grow? Just something to get your mind thinking. Hunter, you have anything you're grateful for today? Come on, who else has something while Hunter thinks about what?
So many choices.
So many choices. Anybody?
The weather?
The weather, it was like 65 this morning. It's pretty awesome. I shouldn't even say awesome.
My son's coming to town in the morning.
Son is coming to town in the morning.
Yep.
From where?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, great. Who else? Go ahead.
I just got back from vacation yesterday, so I was grateful for a great vacation.
Vacation, where'd you go?
Vail, Colorado.
Is there still some more to go?
Actually, at the very top there is, but it's like 70 degrees.
That's incredible.
Colorado.
Nice. Yeah, if you've been to Colorado in the winter, they always tell you need to come back in the spring. Someone can just waiting from you. What you got?
Austin, Texas, it's pretty good.
You went to Austin?
Barton Springs every day.
Barton Springs. So who sells something when they go out of town? That's the old adage, right? If you want to sell something, you should leave town. Go to vacation. Hunter, let's see, Bobby, real quick. What do we got? We got some education coming up.
Oh, it's a big month.
It's a big month.
Big month. Okay. So, I know you're all excited. Okay. So, today's Tuesday, but tomorrow's Wednesday, which means we got the collaborative. How many are coming? Okay, I expect a crowd. And then Pro Bowl, which is for the team leaders. How many are here that are team leaders? How many are coming? Okay, Emily, you and I are going to have a great time.
Bobby, I didn't get my hand down quick enough.
I see. You're not coming.
I don't know.
You don't know. Good. So just me. You and me, Tom. And anybody else who thinks they can be a leader. Right, Zach? Are you going to be there? Mr. Leader? Fairhead's come? Oh, we're going to have a great time. Okay, and then starting on the 13th is Jumpstart. How many are going to start Jumpstart? Okay, good. And there should be more. But we are going to start on the 13th, which is Thursday, on business development. If you are not a new agent but would like to kickstart your business development, that's a good day to come. We'll do 5 days of Jumpstart. Last day on the 20th isn't the last day, that is the contracts. If you're not up on your contracts, please be so here, because I taught in Springfield last week, and they said, we don't need to do the contracts part, we know it. And I said, really? What kind of days is it in the contract? And guess what they said? Business days. I said, well, I guess we'll be spending a little time on this. So we did. So if you're not sure, come to next, well, it's a week from today. And then we have a final exam to see if you really do know what you're doing.
Bobby, weren't you gonna talk about escalation clauses?
I was, and was I gonna do that on the contract day? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought I'd add some depth to all of the village agents who know the contract by heart, in and out. I'm gonna add some interesting tidbits like escalation clauses and contingencies. Aren't we doing contingencies? Yeah, there's some really bloopers going on out there with contingencies and escalation clause. And Village is the highest trained contract company in the nation, correct? Yes. So we got to keep that. What global? Yes. Right. Yes, we're going to learn contracts in Italian.
Do you want my escalation clause? Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, I really like that ahead of time. I like it on the board so that we can dissect it. Diagram it. Yes, I mean that. Honest to God, I do. So you will be here for that day? The 20th? Yeah, so good. Thanks.
Thank you, Bobby. Go give Bobby a round of applause for all of the hard work. All right, we got Hunter. You want to come talk about this? Some announcements.
Talk about this part.
All right, so ads. If you have not submitted your ad, then the deadline is like right now, I think. So submit an ad for InFocus, $150 a listing, and you get your house featured and you featured. Any other tech edge today? Is anybody else going to this? I'm going to go into it after the sales meeting. All right, me and Scott. Good work.
It was sold out by the time.
Ooh, it was sold out. We're going to take copious notes.
You say that update.
Yeah, I'll send out an update. Scott and I will collaborate, right? Scott?
Well, I'm trying to see if I pay for it, and I can't remember now.
Sorry, we'll I know the back entrance will get you. Mentors. So we had 5 people volunteer to be mentors after the last time. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. And some really strong agents that were doing that. So we'd still love a couple more. So if you are willing to become a mentor, please step up, talk to Colin. You can talk to Colin and Brent, but Colin is right up here. Friends back there. You do get paid. There's cold hard cash involved. Plus just a rewarding experience. Fluidity changes. So I've talked to a handful of people on Fluidity. So the Fluidity system has been, and this is the 21st, every office is a little bit different. So for other people in the room, just bear with me for a second. But Fluidity has been this setup where you had to sign up and park yourself in a seat here for 4 or 5 hours at a time. I don't think that that's necessarily the most effective use of your time. I'm sure you can be here and you can be available, but what we're going to do instead is, for those of you on Fluidity, we're just going to make a list, and if a call comes in, we're just going to go down the list, and then it'll go to you. And then, once you get that call, the next person on the list will get the next call. Does that make sense? Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. There was also this thing where if you got a call from a village lead that you had to pay village a 25% referral fee. We're just getting rid of that. What do you think of that, huh? What you got?
So, questions are sorry. So when we get the call, how is the call going to be vetted to the point where it's not just one, a bogus call, 2, a call where somebody already has an agent, or?
I think Rachel, I can talk to Rachel about that, but I think she vets those calls somewhat already at this point, so.
I know they collect information, but some of them are, they're just calls
Yeah.
and they don't
You will
do
get,
anything.
you'll still get some bogus calls.
Yeah.
Just kind of go through and.
Yeah, you can't control that, but I just wanted to see what up front was going to be done to vet them.
That's a good point. So she was asking, what up front is going to be done to vet them? Rachel and I can talk about that. If you want to talk afterwards, you have some ideas, let me know. But the idea was, if you calculated the number of man and woman hours that were spent just being present and being here and talking to everybody about it and coordinating schedules and calendars, it just felt like that could be much better utilized elsewhere in relationship building. So that's changing.
Oh, all right.
I think there's also a bolt, train bolt that stood for something that I guess will no longer be in existence. But anyway, we'll talk about all that. Trying to simplify it a little bit. So, last month was Mental Health Awareness Month, and we were, before that, Stress Awareness Month. Now it's Effective Communications Month in June. So, got some good ideas. You know, we send like 100 to 300 messages a day, and those include like what you intend to send, what you actually send, how the hearer interprets them, the response, their response, our reaction to their response. So communications, there's a lot of different ways. I thought this was kind of interesting. Just kind of have some in your mind, like when stuff was invented. So Morse code, 1836. Alexander Graham Bell, when was he? 1876. It's kind of interesting to remember some of those dates. You get on into current times. Wi-Fi in 1991. Who went to college before email? I was like right on the edge. I had an email account in college, but barely. Like maybe my senior year. MySpace, 2003. What happened to MySpace?
I read a thing, there's still like several million MySpace users in active accounts.
They do it.
Everyone forgot their password.
And then Facebook. It's always interesting, like the first isn't always like what lasts. Facebook, first iPhone, 2007. Cloud computing. I mean, how would we live without cloud computing now? Emojis now are a great way to kind of add context or expression. Like, you know, you can write something and a text message can come across very differently depending on the tone and how you say it. And so it's kind of dangerous. Emojis are a way to kind of, I think, hey, I'm just joking, or I am really angry. Okay, so some tips for effective communication. Acknowledge thoughts, ideas, feelings of the other person. So it's like active listening, which like if communication should be probably 50% at least listening. So use nods, comments that indicate you recognize the validity of the speaker's feelings. Say it in different words. Paraphrase what the speaker is saying in your own words without adding anything to it. Ask open-ended questions. Test the interpretation of what the speaker's saying. Use I statements. Lets you share what you think or feel without sounding like you're blaming them or attacking. And invite the other person to join you in addressing the issue. This actually works too with like at home, just like general communication, you know? Like I tried it this morning. My wife. So you're saying like I should have when you asked me to take the trash, instead I watched the basketball game and didn't take the trash. That's frustrating to you, right? Yeah, it's frustrating. It's kind of like you just kind of repeat it back and you understand what they're saying. It can really help. I took out the trash this morning after watching the basketball game. All right, that's it. How's the market?
How is the market? Who sold something this week? Wow, that's a lot of hands. That's great. I should stop something there. Sorry. That's really exceptional. All right, so rates have gone back up a little bit. The 30-year fixed is now back up to 4%. A little bit above the 5-1 arm, which is down to 3.75. I think the interest rate people realized there was some confusion on that, so they flipped them. And the 15 years at 3.5. That's pretty incredible. 15.5. So this is just where it is. The last few weeks, the 30-year fixed went again. It was below the 5-1 arm at 3.875, and the 5-1 arm was at 4%. Now the 5-1 arm is at 3.75, and the 30-year fixed is back to 4. So good to know. So what are rates? What's the 30-year fixed rate? If somebody asks you, 4%. Easy to remember. Bingo. What's the 15-year? Good. Y'all, Southern nodding. That was good. Active listening. All right, how's the market? Williamson County. Average sale price up 11.7% since the same month last year. $621,000. See that, Franklin people? 621. List price to sale price ratio, 98%. 60 days in the market average, that's up 17% since last year. So a little bit longer, things are taking a little bit longer to sell. the total number of new listings, 1124. That's up 6.6%. And the total number of just properties for sale is 2007. So half the number of properties for sale came in the market this month. That's interesting. And a lot of those, some of those probably were relists, but that's typical for the spring and summer market. We see a lot more properties coming in the market. 575 was the total property sold. So if 575 houses sold last month, and there are 2,007 available, just call it 500 and 2,000, how many months of supply is there? Good math. 4 months of supply. That means that it would take 4 months for the average listing to sell if nothing new came in the market, or for all the listings to sell, rather. Davidson County. All right, so just real quick. Williamson, 621,000. Davidson County, 400,000. That's up 7.5%. 99% list price to sale price ratio, or sale price to list price ratio. 53 days in the market, also increased a little bit, up almost 13% since last year. 2,000 total new listings and 3,500 total listings, with 1,400 of those selling. So that's a little bit closer to like, what's the months of supply on that one? About two and a half. So you can download these if you want to post them on social media. We have them in this wide format. We also have them in square format if you like squares for Instagram. Where are those available? On the market. And then if you are tuning into sales meeting stuff, they're also, if you want to see the sales meeting slides, where do you get those? BeLearn, which is also on the market. You can access it through the market. Try to make the market the one-stop shop where you can pretty much get everything. So just a reminder of how to do that. You go to the market, you click on marketing, and over here it says social media, and it says how's the market. And there are 4 little versions. There's Williamson and Davidson. These are customizable right here. So if you want to put your name on it, you can do that. Also, if you want to do if you're interested in doing another county or something like that, just let me know and I can show you how to pull that data from TrendGraphics. It's really easy. But the ones on the right side where they say download, those are the ones that there's just a JPEG, and you can just download that right there. So if you click on that, there's just 4 options, PDF or JPEG, and those are available. So you can do that right now or later and post them on social media. Who can do that? Who else can do that? Most of y'all can do that. Good. All right, some tools. Brian Carden, you around?
Yes, sir.
What's happening? All right, so Brian is, you deal with insurance, right?
That's right.
All right, cool. So Brian was going to give us a quick update on what you can talk about where you tips are.
Okay, that button right there. All right, let's play a little game of what is it? This happened last week. This is a villager that is buying their new home. And so she calls me and says, hey, we're buying this. Can you insure it for us? Absolutely, I can. Okay, now the question is it an HPR, is it a PUD, or is it a condo? Anybody, please.
It depends on how it's an HPR.
It says on Redfin it's an HPR. So, but there's one issue. What are these? They're on the same property, and Hunter, I'm going to pick on you. So these are behind there. Same property. What are these? Condos? HBRs? Do we know? So the lender sends me this, and it says, it's PUD. Well, PUD means homeowners. PUD, the lender doesn't care if it's an HPR or a PUD. It's kind of one and the same in the lender's mind. But then the realtor gets this from the listing agent. Can you see that, Hunter?
Yep.
It says there are 8 condominiums on this property. So I ask you again, what is it?
Well, the condominiums are condominiums. That doesn't necessarily mean the other things.
But the 8 units include the 2 detached. So it's a condominium. Our developer here. And then, to make it even more unique, it tells me we've insured this for $1.9 million. So, who's confused?
The client doesn't want to insure the whole thing.
I'm sorry?
The client doesn't want to insure the whole thing.
No, but the question is she buying a condominium or is she buying a single family home?
Is there a master insurance clause?
That's what this is. And it's insuring 8 units for $1.9 million.
Not enough.
How we do? No, nowhere close. But you're the developer. Are we confused?
Not on this.
Then I get an email that says this. This is from the agent that sent this. I'm not familiar with HPR dwellings, so I would assume. How does that make you feel? If I said that to you, would you just kind of show me to my car? Now, in their defense, this is an agency that it does not do business in the urban core. But the insurance agent doesn't know what they're insuring, so I ask you again, what is this? A single family home, an HPR, a PUD, or a condominium? Everybody's saying condo. All right. After a fair amount of due diligence, I found out it is a detached HPR, and the master policy was wrong. Took a little bit of work, but we found it out. So now that I know what it is, that it's going to be a homeowner's, not a condo, how much do I insure this for? The sales price, the loan amount, the appraised value, the replacement value, or did I just throw an HO6 policy on it? Why replacement? Exactly. The loan amount. A lot of lenders will want an insurance person to insure their loan. I don't insure loans, I insure properties. And the loan includes the dirt. So does the appraised value, so does the sales price. Kudos. Replacement value. Now the question is, what's this replacement value on a $630,000 home? This is a replacement cost estimator. It's an industry standardized tool. Every home that I send to your client, they get a copy of this so they know exactly where that number comes from. So in this situation, the replacement value on this home is about $310,000. That might seem a little low, right? Kind of, sort of, maybe. Nod your head yes, kind of, sort of, don't know. But here's what I said to the client. I've insured the house for $310,000. The annual premium is $1,065, but there's one word on here that makes this thing work. There's one single solitary word toward the bottom. This has guaranteed replacement cost on it. Very few companies can offer this. I'm blessed that I have quite a few that does. In the event this house burns to the ground and it takes $500,000 to rebuild, you're my old insurance person. What say you?
Oh, absolutely. They're going to do it.
The insurance company guarantees to rebuild this.
Stroke the check.
So I have insured it to full replacement value. The lender has to accept this, and regardless of the worst case situation, the house will be rebuilt. Good? One quick thing and I'm done. Do you know the difference between a captive agent and an independent agent?
Yes.
Please.
Captive means they are selling their products that the company says they dictates that they must sell only. So for example, if you have an insurance, and I'm going to take it to health insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, they're only going to sell Blue Cross Blue Shield. An independent, they're a broker, probably what you are. And they can do virtually any company that you're appointed.
Thank you. Now, these are captive companies. Yes, Sylvia.
Right, I'm sorry. So you're back to the HBR or whatever.
Okay.
So how is but there's all this common space there.
Uh-huh.
Are you insuring any of that?
That's
or?
a separate conversation
Okay.
with the homeowner after we close if they want to insure for common elements. It's a totally separate
Okay,
conversation.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah, Dave.
For Zach, as agents, like, what are the paces that we need to be going through to independently ascertain what that is? Like, you're pretty sure this agent doesn't know what the developer did. Like, what are you going through to like break that down and determine on the pre-med level what that is.
From an insurance standpoint, or we
No,
take
just what is it a condo? Is it a PUD? Is it an HPR?
I would look at the HOA docs. I mean, I think that's the ultimate question. The question was, what do you do when you're taking the listing? How do you verify what?
Well, I'm saying from a buyer standpoint, if you're representing a buyer and you're like, I don't know if this listing agent has a clue what this is.
So I would get on the phone with somebody at the HOA, or at least look at the docs.
Yeah.
If you're writing an offer on a condo and you're not making it contingent upon reviewing and approving the HOA documents and the financials, you ought to reconsider your process, because that's a pretty big piece. RF 709? Does that answer? Sort of.
Yeah.
So you're saying put that in special steps.
Yeah.
Offer is contingent upon.
I would put it in special steps. This offer is contingent upon buyer's receipt, review, and approval. RF 709, what is that?
Condo push form that says within 10 days you're asking to making it part of the contract.
But it's not the contingency, right?
Yes, it's contingent upon it review, if it's in 10 days and it's got all the check boxes that you can check of the things you.
So if you add RF 709 to the inclusions, then you don't have to write a separate contingency.
Bam.
I would double do it then. I used to always double do it. Probably still didn't.
Just saying.
There's also a great forward question, forward, you can ask, Brian, what is this? Because my former amazing attorney and my current amazing attorney in the back, Lloyd and Paul, both. Yes, I know, but how many of these have we read together?
All
A lot, because the devil's in the details. And again, that's one of the things that I can help you with, because there's verbiage in there that I know how to read, that Lloyd knows how to read, that maybe this audience is not quite 100% sure. And when in doubt, just ask us. That's what we're here for. So, getting back to Cadby. These companies sell very generic, very vanilla types of contracts. You know them because they advertise every 20 seconds. With an independent agent, these are just some of the companies I represent. Just some of them. So I have the ability to choose, to figure out what I need. Are they doing owner-occupied Airbnb? Are they doing landlord Airbnb? Are they doing this? Do they own classic cars? Whatever. The bottom line is that I am here to serve you. It's been a pleasure spending some time with you. Have a great week.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, Brian. All right, some tips. Quick tip of the week. If you've been to an interview, you've heard the expression "showing is better than telling." So I wanted to run through a couple ways that we can do that. What are the 3 repeating words that have been in the real estate mantra for generations? That's right, location, location, location. So, why then do we not show this on our listings? So we kind of show it, right? We put an address on there. How many people? What's the rumor that how much is Nashville increasing in population every day? 90, 100 people, something like that. So it's a lot. So there's a lot of people coming from out of town. Has anybody had an out-of-town buyer on a listing, or an out-of-town buyer just period this year? Right. So it's pretty common. If you're moving to another state, another city, just put yourself in their shoes for a minute, and you're looking through pretty pictures of a house, and that's all you see. It's pretty limited. You're not really getting the location. We're not selling the location, but that's what people want, right? Location, location, location. So, 2 other ways that we can show location. I'm going to show you how to do these. Some area amenity maps and some drive time maps. So the ways that so this is an example of an amenity map, right? So this is a listing over in Woodland and Waverly, and it just shows, just visually in the pictures, right? You're flipping through and you see pretty kitchen, pretty bedroom, pretty bathroom, boom. What do you immediately think?
Centrally located.
Centrally located, right? There's a lot of stuff to do. It shows in reference to where things are, like, for instance, Monroe Carroll, there's Vanderbilt, there's Belmont, right? So you can start to get a visual picture. We should be showing this stuff on all our listings. People complain about the traffic, right? So this is kind of small right here, but why don't you just show that? This is a drive time map. This is it where you can get from that location in 20 minutes. You get all the way out to Franklin from that location in 20 minutes because you're right on the interstate. Lies, all lies. I didn't check the box that said rush hour. I didn't check the box. When I checked rush hour, it just stayed right there. Does anybody do anything like this? Some of y'all do? I would love to see all of our listings showing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. So has anybody been on walkscore.com? You have? A couple people have? All right. We are going to look really fast. All right. So if you go to walkscore.com, I'm going to type in 2206 21st Avenue South. Bingo. This is what you see. Anybody know how to take a screenshot on your computer? All right. So if you click that, it will go full screen. If you're on a Mac, you hit Command Shift. Actually, hold on. There's like Command Shift Control Command Shift Option 3. I can't do it and hold the microphone. You get the idea. So 4, I think, copies it to a clipboard. 3 saves it to your desktop. So Command Shift 4. You're right. Sorry, I should always listen to you. Command Shift 4, and then I think Command Shift Option 4 saves it as a clipboard. All you do is just do that, drag it, and boom, and then it goes onto your desktop. Then just go to your desktop and pull up the map. You just have to export it as a JPEG. It saves it as a PNG. I don't think that the MLS accepts PNG files, right? So if you do that, then you just, well, my desktop is right here. So all you do is bring it over wherever it went. I've lost it. I'm working on 2 screens here. So I'm totally lost. But anyway, that is oh goodness, hang on. I can't find my mouse. This is really easy if you don't have 2 screens. Alright, so you know how to do that. Export it to PNG. The drive time maps, you go right down here, and there's a drive time map. This is really tiny, so you could take a screenshot of this, except this thing gets in the way. But you can go here, if I zoom in, it says walking, biking, driving, public transit. So if you go drive time, that would be kind of fun to see. What does the rush hour do?
Yeah.
It doesn't even, you can't get anywhere. All right, you can get to like Oak Hill, that's it.
Almost make it 440.
You can almost make it 440. So you show travel time, you can do a slider here, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it defaults to 20 minutes. The easiest way to do this is to take a screenshot. There's a little glitch. It shows this like gray spot only up here. So you just move the map up there. You can zoom in if you want, whatever. And then just screenshot that portion. Make sense?
Yeah.
But you said that MLS doesn't accept screenshots.
So when you do that, you just have to export it as a PNG file. I'm sorry, export it as a JPEG. Thank you. So there's just 2 types of image formats: PNG file and then the JPEG. Cool? Everybody with me on that? All right, let's see if we can get back to the slides here. All right, so who can commit to doing that in the next listing? Good. Showing is better than. So you could say, great location in the heart of Hillsborough Village. Please don't say that. Or,
Tool for help with buyers too, really. That's so many people say, well, I need to be within 20 minutes of work.
bingo, great tool for helping buyers.
Go on that.
Yeah, just don't click rush hour. Don't scare them.
So what would Zach do is if the location's right next to a highway?
So if the location's right next to a highway,
Yeah.
I mean, then you've got a location right next to a highway.
Yeah, so put that as part of it.
I love that, easy access.
I know, but that's verbal. What I'm saying is, would you still include the picture if it would like blatantly show that it's right next to the
There's always a balance. So I hear this question a lot. Like, what do you do if this room doesn't look that great? Or what do you do? So there's always this balance of over-promising and under-delivering, or under-promising and over-delivering, right? We'd love to under-promise and over-deliver in a perfect world, but we also want to get showings, right? And so I think leaving it off of there maybe gets more showings, but then if somebody walks and is like, oh, it's near interested. Has anybody had a house that's near something that's not that ideal, and then people schedule a showing, your sellers leave, they clean the house, and then you get feedback saying, oh, we pulled in the driveway, we didn't go in, sorry. And then you get an irate phone call. So I'm of the belief that you should set those expectations on the front end, and just spin it as it's access.
I think it's up to the buyer's agent to point out that it's next to the highway before they go.
That's a good point. And if you show it during rush hour, it's quiet anyway because nobody's moving. I'm doing some technology today. So anyway, any other questions on that? All right.
Zach?
Yes, sir.
What did you use to add the words?
To add the words, I just used, on a Mac, I just used preview. So I just went up and, yeah, no, I'm not showing it, but you can imagine what it would look like. I just went and did annotate text, and it showed up. This will come back up in a second. All right, so you want to talk about what we've been working on while I can get this thing back up?
No slide. So, what we've been working on: better marketing, more brand consistency, stronger communication, and reducing costs. So, just, Zach mentioned no longer taking a referral on leads that come in. So, that would be one way we've reduced costs. We've taken the transaction fee from $200 to $150, and unlimited investment purchases. That's another way that we've reduced costs. But on the communication side, we've had a number of different emails and things. We had the Village Voice. We've got the sales meeting recap email that comes out. I send out something almost all the Fridays, just kind of a weekly update. And so we'll probably consolidate those down to two. I think the most commonly appreciated ones are the sales meeting updates. So you get the slides, what we talked about. If you missed it, get an update. And then we'll probably combine the Village Voice and my Friday update into a Friday update. On the marketing side, don't forget about the email marketing templates, also on VRES Market. If you need any custom email design, you can go to One Stop Shop Marketing at GoRidgeRealEstate.com. I'll go straight to Caitlin and Lana downstairs. On the brand consistency side, this is an actual picture from the Franklin office as you walk in. So as you notice, we've got some great branding here in a few places, and we need more folks adopting it. And so go ahead and throw away those old business cards and get some new ones, like $100. No. Or give them out. Don't throw them away. Give them all out. Liberally. Screensavers down on all the TVs is coming to all the offices. So you walk in, your clients are there. It's easy. Hey, where's the network? Which one do I hop on? I see like 6 choices. So it gives them the password. Just trying to be helpful. It's also clean and nice. So that'll be the default on all the TVs, along with kind of a little bit of branding. Some of the TVs will have that. And then a reminder, you can put all your broker open announcements onto the calendar so that we all have them, we can support each other, be there. So if you're unsure how to do that, just go to your office manager. They can help you get those into the calendar. Shoot them an email. Hey, I've got one coming up next Tuesday. Give them the address, and that's that. Coming soons. You got them?
I got them. I'm pulling them up here. Who's got one?
Anybody got one that's not on the on Zach's sheet that they want to go ahead and do? You got one that's on Zach's sheet you want to do? good. All right, go ahead. Kick us off.
I think some of these are from last week.
You see, oh, these are from last week?
Some of them are.
Well, this one will be under Jocelyn Taylor and John Fairhead. It's a co-list for us in Berry Hill, and it's a really neat, sweet brick home, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, with a lovely fenced backyard, like a patio, oasis, love it, and it's just got a wonderful feel. And I'm probably, unfortunately, not going to be able to get anyone in early, but it's going to list on Thursday. We're going to start showings right away on Friday, and then an open house on Sunday. So. $250. It's on Rosehaven. Yeah.
Square feet?
Oh, it's 925.
925 brick home, Rosehaven, Berry Hill.
250.
$250.
Can't beat that price.
That's like a lot price. Right near the Iris Motel. Beautiful. Available for staying. All right, Zach's having all kinds of technical difficulties this morning. We're getting there. Anyone else got one they know of?
So I have a super cute cottage-like house in the Charlotte Park area. So 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,092 square feet. Has like high ceilings, a huge backyard, which is super uncommon for that area. It's going to be listed next Wednesday for $284,900.
Awesome, thank you. Sylvia, I saw one of yours.
Yeah, that's the address is wrong. So, location, under 220 in East Nashville, which is not Hillsborough Place. It is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath condo. It's sweet. I'm going to buy that book, so I won't say words like sweet, but placeholder, sweet.
What's the address?
It's 814 Kensington Drive. Kensington, K-I-N, 37216. And 15 minutes from downtown, great location, dead-end street, fenced-in backyard, back deck, it's townhome, no HOA, under 220. It's coming end of next week.
Crystal? That was you. All right, is Newell here or Stacy? Newell? What's here? Zach? Brickner?
Yes, I'm here. All right.
Hello, everybody.
So I've got a coming soon out in Brentwood. It's a new construction built 2 years ago. Stunning 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,100 square feet, 2-car garage, and a bonus room. It's the only true 4-bedroom on the market in this neighborhood. I mean, it's stunning. I've got the pictures back, so I can send it to pretty much anybody. We are going to do a little coming soon marketing for the next week, and it'll go live next Tuesday. Sign and lockbox will be out later today, and I can get you in early if you need to. But it's an awesome house out there. A lot of space.
Awesome. Good price. $284,000. Megan, are you still here? Those are from last week. You say it again. Fair Meadows, $395, and then one for $575 on Broadmoor.
Under contract.
What's that?
That one's under contract.
That one's under contract. Awesome. That is
I have a pocket listing as of right now. If anybody has any music people, it's a great place for a studio. It's on 2 acres. Right off of Charlotte and Davidson, right as you're going up River Road to the left. It's beautiful. Front yard looks like a park, very private. It's got a downstairs with a separate door, basement area that's been finished out. Would be a great studio or office spaces. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and she's renovated the top part of it. It's in good shape, and she wants. I guess we're going to probably ask her on $385.
Thank you. All right. All right, we promised we'd be a little more brief today. It's 10:06. Any others? Zach, land the plane.
Right, all right. Takeaways. What are takeaways? What are rates? 30-year fixed. What's a 15-year? And what should you show more than tell? And what's the website that you go to get there? Walkscore.com. I'd be hesitant to actually post the Walkscore number, just because they're usually kind of crummy around here. Like in New York, they're all 80s, 90s, 100s. Here, you may in close proximity to something, it's like 75. But just use those maps and use those tools. I think that's great. Anything else? What's that? What's an independent insurance agent? Brian Garden. That's good. Is Hunter a good communicator? You should know Hunter. Hunter takes out the trash. All right, that's it, y'all. Thanks so much. Don't forget to post on social media. Oh, we got one more?
Hunter, Iris doesn't have a website, is that correct?
It does.
It does. What's the
IrisMotel.com.
IrisMotel.com. Swanky. All right. Y'all have a wonderful week. Go post on social media. Thank you.